Hey guys, so I was debating on what to talk about with this next video. I was like, should I talk about Game of Thrones again? Should I talk about being a Slytherin? Or could I do a Black Widow / Marvel female appreciation post? I don't have much to talk about, but I decided to do an appreciation post, so here we go. Number one, this is the top one. They're smart, you know? Black Widow, she knows her stuff. She knows what she's doing. She knows her technology. She knows how to break into things. You know, not saying that when you're smart you have to break into things, but she knows how to hack things. That means she's technologically advanced more than other people. You know, you don't see women doing that nowadays in film. You know, usually they're just kind of like standing there looking pretty, or if they're strong like Black Widow, Storm, and Dr. Grey, whatever her superhero name is, you know, usually they're the ones that are like, hey, can you do this real quick for me, you know? But other than that, they're just like, no, let the men take care of it. But no, Black Widow won't take that for an answer. She's like, what you say to me? You said, I don't know what that was. You said, wait for the man to give me orders? No. Unless he's my boss, I won't take any orders from you. She did that multiple times in Captain America the Winter Soldier, which everybody should watch. Yes, everybody should watch it. I'm going to say that multiple times throughout this video. Number two, these women are hot. I mean, I'm not saying that you have to be smart to be hot or hot to be smart, but they're hot. They look good in leather. They look good in catsuits. Scarlett Johansson rocks that catsuit so well in Captain America the Winter Soldier, and she's badass while doing it. I mean, it's just, have you seen the promotional video? Like, she's just like, boom, with her hips sticking out, like, I'm ready to kick some ass. That's how she looked. Halle Berry, as, you know, as crazy as she is right now, she looked hot in the X-Men films with the leather going on, with this gray hair. She looked great. I mean, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing her do it again. Or Catwoman, because that's another role that she did. I mean, it's not Marvel, but it's another strong-ass female that won't take no for an answer. You know, Storm was the one captaining the ship. She was the one driving the thing around. You know how smart you have to be to control one of those ships that the X-Men built? Very freaking smart. And she was another kind soul, you know? They're, you know, these Marvel women are just top notch. They're top notch. Yeah, you know, even like, what's her face? Jane from Thor. I mean, she's not particularly strong, but once again, going back to the first point, she's smart. She's a doctor. The guys are the ones listening to her. She's the one that has control of the switches all up in there. So does Darcy, and she's hot too. You know? I mean, they're just great females. This leads on to my next point. Number three. They don't take a no from anybody unless they want to, which I love, because usually in roles you just kind of see the female sit back. Once again, going to Jane and Thor, you know, she, in number two, sorry, spoilers if you haven't seen it yet, in number two, she, even though she was a part of the action, she was still kind of separate from the action. She more just stood there. While in the first one, you definitely saw more of her. Towards the end, it picked up with Jane being a part of the action, but definitely in the beginning and the middle, she was just kind of, you know, just like, hey, Thor, Loki, can you fix this for me? Sorry, you know? Not that it's her fault. That's how it ends up in a lot of films, and, you know, as time moves on, we're progressing. We're going more and more into, you know, hey, I am a woman, not something to just stand there and look pretty with, you know? Number three, I like the Marvel women because, you know, more and more you see them taking less of a step back. You saw it in X-Men. The females were right up in the action with the guys. Usually, you know, in film, women take a step back, and they think that Marvel and DC are both really good at trying to, as far as I know, incorporate women into the action with the men, that they're smart, that they can handle themselves. They don't need a man to come in and save the day. They can do it all by themselves. You know, just like the Cheetah Girl song. So, you know, I mean, one prime example of a female kind of stepping back is Jane. Now, obviously, Jane isn't a, you know, she isn't a fighter like Black Widow or Storm or Wonder Woman if you're going into the DC comic universe. But, you know, she's smart, so she's able to figure out things for herself. She doesn't need, you know, Thor to come swooping in and tell her how to get the answers, because she already figured out the answers by herself, which is great. They're able to show different aspects of how a woman can be by themselves, and I like that. Now, I don't fully agree on the fact that she kind of like waited. I feel like, I mean, in Thor 2, spoilers, she kind of, you know, she moved on a little bit. She went on dates, but, you know, her heart was in someplace else. And it's understandable. I mean, who wouldn't want to wait for Chris Hemsworth? But I did like in Captain America the Winter Soldier, spoiler again, how, you know, Black Widow left. You know, they could have totally hooked up in that film. They could have. You could tell that she wanted to. Thanks to Scarlett Johansson's amazing acting. You could tell that he wanted to. Thanks to Chris Evans' amazing acting. And their relationship together. And it just worked well. But, you know, I've said this before and I'll probably say it again. I would have liked to have seen a sex scene. That could be just me. I've heard people say multiple times, no, I don't want them to get together. I just want one sex scene. Marvel, I know you're working with Disney, but can you just one? You don't even have to show anything. Just one of them hitting the bed. That's all I need, and I'll be happy. That's all I need. But you know, that's probably just my point of view. So guys, that's the end of the video. I know it's not very exciting, but I hope you enjoyed it. I do not have a fanfiction of the week picked out for this video, but I might have a fanfiction of the week in the description box, so if you're interested, check that out. And other than that, that's it. Bye!